brother. We live. You good?
Good.
Yeah, man. See, there we go. See now, I got you. No interruption.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I didn't do it on my phone. I'm on my iPad because, I get a phone call. I don't know. See, I've never really did a IG live. So I'm like, I don't want no interruptions, phone calls and knocking us off. So.
Yeah. So pretty much, this is why, doing things like this is so important. Having the IG live and having the conversations where we can build. So real quick, pretty much this show, Positive Streams, is about brothers like you, about individuals that do positive things within the community, for the culture, for the people. Have been doing it for a long time, and where you can pretty much look up to these individuals and say, "Hey, man, thank you for what you have done. I took away certain things that you may have educated me on, and I didn't even know it. I didn't even know I was coming there to be educated, but just the way that you carry yourself as a man, as a father, as a husband, as a human being, and as an individual overall, just want to commend you for that and say thank you. Definitely thank you for even taking the time out today to be part of this platform where we are trying to, and we're going to consistently highlight, keep the conversation amongst us as far as educating ourselves as far as what's going on in the community right now in this present climate, where we used to act and do certain things, where we're now changing our format, where we're changing how we move and changing how we, interact with ourselves and our family, developing a tribe and our foundation. And I just want to salute you for that. And thank you. But I'm going to speak to you as a man where I don't know you, so I'm going to allow you to kind of give people a little history of who you are and whatnot, and what's going on right now and where you're going after this. But that's where I wanted to build with you on today, on who is Mr. Ken Murph.
Okay.
And just give them that standing ovation they deserve, and standing there and watching you perform, I'm like, wow, it just took me back in amazement. And I'm just so happy and honored, thanks to Mike, for having me come out and host this event, and just to be standing here with you. I'm pinching myself right now. Maybe that's not me. That could be you.
Oh, look, I am pinching you, bro, because, you got a couple of muscles back here. But anyway.
First of all, say thank you. And even though I've been doing this a long time, I always say to myself, you're going to always run into people in life that's going to teach you some things you don't know. And it doesn't have to be from somebody who may have been in it as long as you, but it's somebody who sees things maybe just a little bit different and can show you some things you might be on your fast track to wherever you're going, might have missed. And you guys have done that. And I say that to say this. There's so many young people out there who just jump into things, without really giving it any kind of thought. It's like nobody wants to go and apply for a plumber's job if you never did anything in plumbing. So I think what people need to do is hone their craft, do some research, and then get into it. And to me, I'm thinking about all the great things that you guys done and what you're doing, and the magnitude of how you do it has led me to believe that you guys look young, but you're way older than you look, because there's no in the world with all the stuff that you guys do, you learned that in a little bit of time. So I commend you guys and thank you for what you've done for us in terms of, the work that you do at Lycan Media. So I want to say that. What I do, I give that respect. I don't care if you're the guy sweeping the floor or if you're the guy that I'm interviewing with for a job, the executive of the company. So you all, to me, are the same. You just have different jobs that you're doing, But man, one day I was home watching TV and I saw a show called Brown Sugar TV, and this was like in early 80s, like 82, 83, and I said, I want to be on TV, and so I called her and I said, hey, what are you doing? I've been watching you and I like what you're doing, and I want to, get a chance to like get into something like that. She told me, she said, this was like let's say this is a Wednesday. That Sunday, it was the African American Day Parade. She said, come down. I would like for you to come be in the parade with us. I'm like, uh-oh, so now what? And her name is Sophia Davis. They call her Brown Sugar. But she brought me down, and I'm like, wow, somebody as I looked at it as somebody big, and she's on TV, and I'm like, she told me to come down, so I'm coming down there. I was in the parade, man, and next thing you know, she threw me into an interview, and I'm like, so it was something that was thrown at me, and I love so much that I said, you know what, I need to be the best at what I'm doing, because the one thing that we all good at is talking. It's understanding that you and I having a conversation. Forget about the cameras. It's like if I see you on the street, we're going to have a conversation, and my conversation is going to be based on what we're talking about. And I'm not going to go, oh my God, we're on camera, so I'm afraid. I had to learn that, we're having a conversation. It's just that more people are watching us than just you and I. So that's how I got my start on television. And and after that, I said I could do my own show. And I was with a gentleman named James Gillard, who had we did Reflection. James now is like a documentary filmmaker. Man, this guy is incredible. And we started a show called Reflections. And then after that, I got into what's going on back in 1986. And I've been doing that ever since, man. So it's taken me to some great places, and I've gotten the chance to meet some great people, including people that I grew up listening to the music. And I said I just wanted that opportunity to be able to see these people and say thank you for being that soundtrack to my growing up, and helping me to be grounded because of their words and the things and the stories that their songs told.
But if he's from Oklahoma, he in the wrong place. He better go home now this time. Now, I wish I looked that good when I turned 60. Man, I'm going back in here, and it's getting cold out here. I'm going inside. I'll see y'all later, man. Meanwhile, live from Harlem, the Harlem Besame, coming to you live from What's Going On. We out.